But first, though, this evening, we're going to start with that developing news involving the potential sale of Manchester United. Our chief news reporter, Kaveh Solokol, has joined us here on set. Kaveh, very good evening to you. So what can you tell us in terms of the latest developments?
Well, private investors linked to the Qatari royal family are considering making a bid for Manchester United next week. Now, the investors were contacted late last year to see if they would be interested in buying United. They have registered their interest with the Rain Group, the investment bank based in New York, who are marketing the sale of the club. And Rain have asked for bids to be in before the end of next week, on Friday. Now, although the investors are interested in Manchester United, my understanding is that they will not overpay for the club. Of course, it's been well reported that the Glazer family, who own Manchester United, are looking for a sale price of around £6 billion. I don't think these Qatari investors would be willing to pay anywhere near that kind of figure. For instance, today on the New York Stock Exchange, Manchester United are valued at around £3.2 billion. It's also important to say that these investors are not linked to Paris Saint-Germain owners, Qatar Sports Investments. And Qatar, of course, has made no secret of the fact that it wants to invest more in sport this year to build on what it sees as a success of the World Cup.
So given that disparity between the valuation of the club and what they are likely to pay, how likely is a bid?
I think it's in the balance at the moment. I've been trying to find out whether a bid will definitely go in. I'm being told that it's a possibility. And I'm also being told that it's important to remember that these Qatari investors were approached about making a bid for United. So I don't think they themselves have made the running and thought that this is a deal that we have to do, this is a club we want to buy. So I would be a little bit cautious about whether a bid actually materialises. There has, of course, this week been some excellent reporting in the Daily Mail and also the Times newspaper. Both of those newspapers have been reporting Qatari interest in buying Manchester United and the possibility that a bid could go in before the end of next week.
And if, Kaveh, that bid does go in, inevitably, you know how it's going to work. They will throw up big questions surrounding human rights, competition rules and rights, and also links to the Qatari state as well.
I mean, it would be very controversial if Qatar was to own a Premier League club. We all saw what happened with the World Cup, the concerns and controversy surrounding human rights, workers' rights, LGBTQ+ rights as well. There would be big concerns. But on the other hand, some Manchester United supporters would be very excited about the prospect of being owned by Qatari investors, because they would imagine how much money would be spent on the club, the infrastructure, and also in the transfer market. As far as how difficult it would be for Qatari investors to own a club in the Premier League when Qatar Sports Investment already owns PSG, well, I suppose what you're getting at there is the UEFA rules saying that two clubs, for instance, can't play in the Champions League if they have the same owner. Now, I think in this case, there would be a way round it because PSG are owned by Qatar Sports Investments, and they are not the party who are interested in buying Manchester United. So Manchester United could end up having Qatari owners, but it would not be the same owners technically as PSG.